Hi there and welcome along to another Time to Shine row-along workout where we find half an hour of our day and squeeze in a fantastic rowing workout. Now what we're going to do is a 4-minute warm-up followed by a 22-minute main session and then a 2-minute cool down on the end. That makes up half an hour. We can go on with the rest of our day. So let's get into that 4-minute warm-up, but we have to set up our machines first, and that means setting the resistance. Now on an Aviron, I'm going to set mine to 10 today because that gives me a nice connection to the machine, but I don't have to fight and heave against it to get it moving. If I was on a Concept 2, I'd set my drag factor to run about 130. Next up, let's go to the foot plates, how high your feet sit in the foot stretchers. And what you're looking for is a height where you're able to come into the front of the machine with your shins pointing vertically, comfortably. If you're set too high, it can get a bit tough to get there. If you're set too low, it can get a bit easy to get there. And what happens then is your backside escapes from underneath you, you lose power, less effective workout. So, ballpark here is that the strap should cover the balls of your feet. So start there and then you can adjust up and down by 1 notch for your own comfort and the kind of power leaky side of things. All right, there we go. That's what to do with your foot stretchers. So we're gonna get into this 4-minute warm up. If you're ready, you've had a drink, all that stuff, we're gonna get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So this is a warm-up, okay? So what we're doing here is we're making sure our body's comfortable. I'm having a little bit of a wiggle of my backside to make sure I'm sitting properly. I'm not worrying yet about intensity. All I'm doing is moving and connecting. So just getting our bodies moving here. And so moving just means sliding into the front with a forwards tilt, arms straight, and pushing legs, finishing in a backwards tilt. And then the intensity is just controlled by that push of the feet at the same time that the hands bite into the machine. You're at that point when you feel the handle get heavy because you're picking up the flywheel at the front. If you can push your feet at the same time your hands connect, that's where you control power. But for this warm-up, this is how you let your body know that we're going to be doing some exercise for the next half hour. In today's session, we're still going to use the familiar 20, 24, and 30 stroke rates and corresponding speeds and intensities. But we're going to do this 3, 2, 1 minutes, then 2, 3, then 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. And that makes 22 minutes. And it's a fantastic workout, it really is. Time will fly by. And you should really feel like you've had a great workout by the end. Okay, we're gonna take 3 more strokes here. Then I'm gonna put 1 foot on the ground and continue rowing. 1 more. You don't have to follow me here. If you don't want to do the drills, you can carry on rowing for the next 2 minutes. But this is a fantastic way to open up your hips, to get this compression into the front of the machine with your shin vertical, because you've only got 1 foot in to kind of fight against. So you can come in, full compression, arm straight, push with the leg. 1 more here, and then we'll swap feet. Here we go. Maybe you don't have Velcro straps in yours and you can do it quicker than me. And continue rowing with the other one. Don't worry too much if there's a change in pace between your left leg and right leg. If it's just a couple of seconds, that's fine. If it's like 30 seconds, that's when to kind of think, am I pushing hard enough with my other leg? We'll take 1 more stroke, and we're going to put both feet back in again. Legs straight, and row with your back and arms. So that means swinging with your back, then pulling with your arms. Take the tension up with your back swing first, and then away with your arms, and rock forwards again. So you're just hinging forwards and backwards over your hips, getting into that nice position and tilting over your hips rather than rounding your lower back. 1 more, and let's roll into the front with a forward tilt, arms straight, and just press your feet into the machine enough that you can feel the connection of your feet to your hands, that you don't have to recoil your back, and you certainly don't pull your arms. So this is just about timing from the front. And then in 3 strokes time, we'll get started with our main session at 20 strokes a minute. One more here. You ready? Let's go. So this is a low intensity. These first 3 minutes. So what you're looking for is probably a bit more force than you were putting in during the warm-up. But not so much that it starts to feel hard. This is meant to feel like exercise. You know you're moving. Your breathing rate increases, your heart rate increases, but it doesn't feel hard. Like if you were walking up 10 flights of stairs. Your muscles start to get used, your heart rate goes up, chances are your breathing rate goes up. You might even break out into a sweat if there's enough stairs in front of you. But at no point do you feel like you've just run a marathon. Maybe that is how you take stairs. Maybe you do go up as fast as you can. I love taking stairs 2 at a time, so this doesn't really apply to me. But even if I was to climb up the Empire State Building, I wouldn't take them 2 at a time. I'd keep it low intensity, just like these 20 strokes a minute sections. And each time we come to these, this is the intensity and the pace I want you to hold. So once you've found your low intensity, comfortable, steady state, then remember it for this workout. I'm at 158, 159. So when we come back to it, I want to make sure to be rowing at 158, 159, because I know this is the right intensity. Obviously, if I was going too fast right now, there's a good chance I'd have to change it next time round anyway. And if I was going too easy, well, why am I doing that? Why am I cheating myself out of a good workout? It's a bit of a balance, this one. Anyway, okay, so in 20 seconds time, we're gonna push a little bit harder with our feet. Take the stroke rate up to 24 for 2 minutes. 2 more strokes. 1 more. You ready? So just push harder. Don't worry about pace at first. What I want you to do is just get used to the rhythm of a slightly faster stroke rate. Now, of course, you can follow me on screen. So if you drive when I drive, recover when I recover, and take just as long over each phase of the stroke, you should be rowing at 24 strokes per minute. And now you can look at your pace once you've found your rhythm, and hopefully you will notice you're going a fair bit faster. Like I told you before, I was at 158, 159. I'm now at 151, 152. And I'm not really thinking pace. What I'm concentrating on here is stroke rate and that higher push of the legs in order to get up to 24. So faster drive speed, slightly faster recovery. And then in just under 20 seconds time, we're going to take it up for 1 minute to 30 strokes a minute. 2 more strokes. 1 more. Here we go. So push harder. And this is where your stroke ratio gets closer to 1 second drive, 1 second recovery. So whereas before you had all the time in the world for recovery, now it's quite rhythmic. But you should be able to take full strokes here. This shouldn't be about short slides, as long as you let the handle recovery guide you forwards. 2 more. 1 more. Whoa. Back to 24. Now this will be a little on the tougher side than last time, but I still want you to hold as close to the pace from last time as you can. It's only 2 minutes of this, and then we're back down to 20 again. Whew. If you are in an Aviron, look at the screen in front of you like a mirror. You should see some kind of reflection of yourself. And what I want you to do is look at your arms and shoulders. Make sure your arms are nice and straight as you push legs into the machine. And also make sure you're not shrugging your shoulders into your ears as you take the drive. Now I said all that because at the beginning of this interval, I really saw my shoulders coming up. Okay, 2 more, 1 more, and back down to 20 strokes a minute. Now this, at first, isn't going to feel like that low intensity from the first time round, because you're still recovering from the 24, 30, 24. But as you go through this 3 minutes, as long as you're not cheating yourself here by going too slow, or I suppose as long as you're not kind of going too fast here, then what you should find is by now your heart rate and your breathing rate at least should have settled, even if the feeling, the exertion feel, you're like, hang on, this still feels quite high. Don't worry, over the course of the next, well, just over a minute and a half, you should recover. I mean, I said, as long as you don't go too slow, but obviously that would speed up your recovery, but it would also kind of waste the point of this workout. Remember, You've only got 22 minutes in this session to have a great row. So there's no point cheating yourself, wasting your time. Use all of these 22 minutes effectively, and that way you will find that this is an effective workout for you. But if you're just phoning it in, not putting effort on this 3 minutes or the next 2, then yeah, you'll have spent time on the rowing machine, but not effective time. Okay, hopefully you're back to that feeling like you're just climbing upstairs. Because in 20-second time, we're going to start climbing stroke rate and intensity again. I know it's definitely going to feel a bit tougher this time round for me. One more stroke. Here we go then. So push harder. Let that stroke rate increase to 24. Try and keep a good posture here as you tilt forwards. That's how you find a good rhythm, is with a posture that just tilts backwards and forwards, that starts with the handle release from your body. Handle away, rock, then slide. Handle, body, legs. And that's how you can get the high stroke rates. If you have a slumped posture, if your knees bend before the handle passes them, and you're needing to pull yourself forwards with your feet, that's where it becomes, you've kind of hit a terminal velocity for how high you're able to get your stroke rate. So if you find in 30 seconds time, when we go up to 30 strokes a minute again, that you can't hit that rate, I can almost guarantee, almost, it's because you're not leading the recovery with the handle, or your knees are popping up. Okay, one more stroke. You ready? Let's push hard. 1 second drive, handle away, tilt, slide into the front. And if you're looking at the counter on your machine, you should see the rhythm of it ticking over as you finish the stroke, and then as you slide into the catch. 1 second at a time. And again, your pace should really be up here. I'm 1:42, 1:43, as we have 2 more strokes. 1 more. Oh, there we go. And back to 24. So I'd climbed, what's that, 11 seconds between 24 and 30. Just take a moment to breathe here. Catch your breath. Where you breathe doesn't really matter. What matters most is that you find a rhythm that you're comfortable with. We're almost there. One more minute here. You might want to breathe out as you drive. You might want to breathe in as you drive. I mean, traditional weight training would say breathe out as you drive. It's up to you, but find a pattern that complements your rowing stroke. Okay, 4 strokes time, and then we're down to 20s again. Ease off. If you need to have a quick drink, please do. I don't want you to parch yourself. As long as you have it, and then get straight back in to rowing. I don't want you to hang around and towel down and take your time. Like I say, don't want you to waste your time. And I really, really, really hope you're enjoying this workout as much as I am. And the great thing about this is it's super scalable. So I am not so narcissistic that I think you only ever row with me. I'm sure you sometimes put on a virtual scenery or anything else, but if ever you just sit down and you're like, I don't know what I want to do today, then this 3-2-1 format can go on forever. 3-2-1-2. No. Yeah, 3-2-1-2-3. 2-1-2-3, 2-1-2-3, 2-1-2-3, 2-1-2-3, recurring. And then do what we're doing today, which is to stop on a 1. So we're doing these 3, 1 more minute. Then we're going up to 24 for 2 minutes, back down to 1, and then we are done with our main session. Over so quickly. And so if you do this in your own time and you stay honest with your intensity, I guarantee not only will you have a fantastic rowing workout, but the control that you'll develop with your pace and things. Because if you're on an Aviron and you're playing the various games that require stroke rate changes, then a workout like this is great training for it. Putting out those fires. Okay, 1 more here. Then we'll go up to 24. Try and hold your forwards tilt as you push your legs. And again, I'm saying that because the first stroke of this interval that I just took, I led with my back. But hopefully, the more you grind in a good technique, the more you will notice when something feels weird and you got it wrong. So I felt that opening stroke right in my lower back because it was taking all of the force of the leg drive instead of the power coming from my feet through my posterior chain. Then back, shoulders, arms, handle, machine. When I leant back too soon, it just all went right through my L2. And if you have lower back discomfort from rowing, again, look in a mirror, look in the screen on your Aviron, and make sure you are not swinging your back too soon. Posture helps too. Sit up on your sit bones as you come forwards. So up, tilt, and that will help. Okay, 2 more, 1 more. Last minute. Less than 30 strokes per minute, or to go, sorry. We are at 30 strokes a minute. Get that handle away first, then tilt forwards, then bend your knees. You shouldn't really be pulling with your feet at all. We're almost there. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wowee. Take just a moment to catch your breath. Maybe have that quick drink if you need it. You ready? Let's get into our 2-minute cool down in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Now here, all I want you to do is similar to how we started the warm-up. Just connect feet to hands to feel the tension of the machine. Stroke rate can be whatever you want. I'm at 19 right now. My pace is 2:06, so I'm 8 seconds slower than my low intensity in today's row. And this will just help everything slow down. Because you don't want to just stop, unless you're going off to do something else and you want to stay completely warmed up. But if you're doing that, chances are you're not watching this cool down anyway. You'll be somewhere else in the weights room. You might be on a treadmill or a cross trainer by now. Why am I still talking to you? You're not even here. But yeah, still keep your body angles nice and kind of on course for how your normal rowing stroke is. Straight arms at the front, forwards tilt, connect legs, only pull at the back. And this just reinforces your memory of what a good rowing stroke is the next time you come in to row. And also make sure you're activating the same muscles you were just using. All right, 1 more stroke from me. You can keep on cooling down, of course. You don't have to stop just because I did. I hope you enjoyed that one. I love that row. I do that one all the time if I got the chance. Make sure to check out the various other workouts I've got up here. There's loads of them. And hopefully you'll enjoy all the other ones too. Go have something to drink, something to eat. have a shower, tell someone you love them. If you find someone that you do love, don't just go to a random stranger, but tell someone you love them, all right? So until the next workout, look after yourselves, row well, be well. Bye-bye.